Hello, everybody. How are you? I am going to discuss about the differences between a psychopath and a sociopath. Psychopath is a personality disorder. It's a condition, basically, and it's grouped along with the BPD, NPD, and histrionic personality disorder under the heading of antisocial behavioral disorder. Now, sociopathy is a basically man-made concept found in literature and everywhere. It's not a medical concept. It's not grouped under any personality disorder at this moment. What happens that psychopath and a sociopath, these two terms, are used interchangeably in literature, in in various internet websites. Even many doctors do that, do the same thing. The psychiatrists basically they do the same thing. They call a psychopath a sociopath and a sociopath a psychopath as if they're the same thing. They are not exactly the same thing. In some cases, especially with the violent psychopaths, we all can make a mistake of thinking him as a sociopath, but they are completely different. A psychopath is a psychopath. A psychopath is born a psychopath. It's a brain condition. The amygdala, which is basically the part of the brain which is causes human beings to fear, anxiety, tension, fear, all this type of emotions, is very less developed there in these psychopaths. If your that part of your brain is less developed, you won't be able to feel emotions. You won't be able to process emotions. Not only the fear and all these things, but also the other emotions like love and care and all these activities. It doesn't mean a psychopath is a bad person altogether. Just because a person cannot process emotion or doesn't know what is fear, doesn't mean that a person is criminal. I have told in my previous videos also, it's just a human fear, and we are all psychopaths to some extent. It's in a spectrum. It's all in a spectrum. We're all selfish. We all commit. If we get a chance, many of us will commit crimes. Many of us try to harm other people, put other people down. We all do bad things basically. So it shouldn't make a such for a scapegoat. All psychopaths are not bad, they're not harmful. Some of them are quite peaceful and harmless, basically. At the end of the day, it's a mental, or you can say a personality disorder. And since it's related to the brain, it's related to the brain development, you can also call it a physical disorder if you want to. Now, let's talk about the sociopath. A sociopath is harmful. Sociopath can be harmful. Now there are some sociopaths who just don't want. What is sociopathy basically? Social apathy, apathy towards the society. There are various types of sociopaths. One who are born harmful. You will see some children from a very small age involved into crimes, and if not into direct crime, involved into harmful behaviors. They don't have much regards for other people. They do whatever they please to do, and they are an aggressive demeanor. They do it. They are like that only, fighting, abusing, and don't care attitude. Which, as child grows into a young man, this attitude increases, and they are capable of committing crimes. This is sociopathy by birth. Maybe any of their ancestors were also sociopaths. It is passed on the genes. And in some people, what happens that the sociopathic gene lies dormant, and when they get a trigger, a trigger after a trigger, it becomes visible. And in many cases, it's the fault of the society, because society people, as I told you before, all these things are in a spectrum. People, if somebody finds a weak person, people try to dominate him, and these people who are dominating the person, the weak person, may not be sociopaths or psychopaths. They may be called normal people. Every selfish person may not be a narcissist, but they are still selfish. All these disorders are in a spectrum, everything. So after being ill-treated by the society, many people they have a disdain for it, and they do whatever they please to do. If somebody is not a sociopath, harsh situations may break a person, may make him cautious, or he may think, well, this is the way of the world. What can we do? I'll not spoil myself for the others. If other people are bad, I won't be bad. So they continue with their life. But some people, they are so angry with the society, they have a hatred against it, and they fight, and they fight, and they create problems for other people, for people who have not even harmed him in any way. They create problems. That's sociopathy. Some are born, some are made. It's just a way of life. You can say a very rough person, mm, prone to committing crimes. And in a very small case, uh, a person who just hates the normal people, but is not into crimes or harmful behavior. They just take it as it is. They also sociopaths. Sherlock Holmes is one of them. So I think I have been able to explain to you the difference between the sociopath and psychopath. Thank you very much.